Well, joining me to discuss this further is Monday Ubani, second vice president and current chairman, NBA section on public interest and development law. Well, thank you for joining me on the news. Now, did it come to you as a surprise that the Senate finally caved in to delete the clause which made direct primaries compulsory for political parties?
Thank you. I think the idea of the president declining assent gave room to a lot of people suggesting the best way out because it would be very disastrous for us to conduct 2023 general election with 2010 Electoral Act. And so the suggestion is that whatever the president has considered offensive, go ahead and remove it, and then let the president be made to sign the new electoral amendment bill into law so that we can have a new legal framework for electoral process, that will soon commence in 2023. So I think since they didn't have the courage to override the presidency with regards to the law, the bill itself, the best option was for them to probably remove the offensive in quote, clause, which what they have done now, so that the president will have no other excuse to decline assent.
Now that the Senate has given political parties the option of either direct or indirect primaries, now how do you think these will shape the 2023 election year, especially at the primaries level?
It will be an interesting scenario. I think that a lot of people were saying that it wasn't right for the National Assembly to have actually left only one option, that there should be room for people to choose which other option they consider very convenient. And that is what the Senate has done now by that amendment. They say, well, you can come by where you can elect your candidate by direct or indirect or even by consensus. So that has been the argument of certain persons before now, that it was not right for them to have actually made it impossible for other options. So that is the argument. But there are those who feel that direct primaries will give a lot of more people that participatory power in electoral process, because it's almost all the members of the political party that will be involved in electing the primary candidates that will go and contest the general election. Now that the president has raised an objection, and it would have actually stalled the electoral amendment bill for 2023 election, let's go ahead and make it open that you can choose direct, you can choose indirect, you can also choose a consensus option in order to elect your primary candidate. But the most important thing is that the participation of the people must not be taken for granted, because that is actually the meaning of democracy. It's a government of the people, for the people, and by the so the people must be given that opportunity to participate in electing those who will represent the political parties. And then at the general election, the same people must be given that power to make their choices of those that will govern Nigeria. So the participatory segment of it must not be taken away. And that is the advice one is actually laying on the table for the political parties as we each towards 2023 general election.
Oh, all right. Monday Ubani, the second vice president and current chairman, NBA section on public interest and development law. Thank you for joining me on the news and for your contributions.